So I want to make a video about my first 1000 cold calls, on my experience on it, on why you should try it yourself, and what I learned in that short period of time. So I'm doing it right now for 1 month, and I started doing it because I just want to figure out client acquisition for myself a little bit more. Currently, I'm doing it for somebody else, and let's see, maybe I'm going to use this. I'm sure going to use this skill set for myself down the line, but being with somebody else at the beginning, where I get feedback from somebody experience, is very much worthy. So yeah, how did it start? Or what am I selling? First, I was selling social recruiting services, and I won't share where I'm getting my leads from, because this is always the tricky part, or the part you need to figure yourself out. Because yeah, I can share you my leads. I can sell actually my leads to you, but I won't just give them away. Yeah, social recruitment involves asking people that are searching for an application or searching for an employee, and asking them on how they are progressing within their search. And the second service I'm selling right now, so we transitioned pretty fast from selling social recruiting services to selling customer acquisition. And yes, how or what does this involve? They are, for me, yeah, nothing new. So it involves just placing ads. And what I really discovered at the beginning is that it takes you need to really get better at it, because the customer is at some place and they consider hiring somebody through three ways, or even they don't consider hiring because they think, okay, I'm actually doing this alone, I'm making maybe 10K a month, and it's completely affordable for me to hire somebody who can to outsource my work, but they never think of it. So you really need to guide them on the importance of hiring somebody. And okay, this is now going to get a little bit distracting, because now I'm talking about two different kind of services I'm selling. But in the end, you really need to get this guy. You really need to think about the person, where he is right now and where you can bring him, and structuring your questions around that. And yeah, it sounds complex, but just start dialing. Look, there are so many telephone numbers everywhere. I am also filming right now from my phone. It has a telephone number. Everybody has at least one phone number, and somewhere you can find them, and just call them and ask them. And as soon as you are calling somebody on selling your services, you are already in a strong position, because you are upfront that you want to sell something to somebody, and if they have money left, they can invest into having a simpler life. Then they're gonna, if you're at the right time, right place, then they're gonna hire you. It's just more about an application you should consider. Just as you're applying for a job, you also need to apply to 100 people to maybe find one person that thinks, okay, you are a qualified person, you can do this for me. And best of it, if they say, okay, you can do this for me on a regular basis. And otherwise, what did work for me? Yeah, I wasn't expressing myself at the beginning that clearly, so I needed to open my mouth much more. And you will, okay, it's worthy of watching this video on understanding, okay, on what parts you can look, but otherwise you need to just log in and dial 8 hours a day for 5 days per week, then you are going to get better. Otherwise, not. I'm still learning myself from other sales professionals on how they are getting better, on their strategies, on how they are formulating their sentences, and you need to do both. Yeah, you need to practice and you need to learn, and that's the only way you're getting better. And you need to listen much more to the customer. You need to try asking, okay, how do you feel about this? People that really have want to buy or have a problem or want to listen to you, or where already a good base connection is available, they won't put away the phone that fast. So you have a little bit room of experimentation to understand, okay, what are his needs and what you can ask and how you can book them on an appointment. And this was also a topic I heard from another sales guy, that said you don't need to book everybody on an appointment. If the person isn't qualified, this is also your job to prove or to see if this person is qualified. Don't book that person on an appointment. You need to see, okay, does this person have enough money to invest in you, or does he have money down the road to invest in you? Because or do they have a credit available? Because you can also let them pay over Klarna, for example. This is in Europe relevant. And you need to judge this. And if this is true, then you can put them into the setting. If you are using the casual opening, setting, closing structure. But this needs to be higher priced services, or a higher price and more complex service. Otherwise, I recommend just a very simple, sometimes even a setting, an opening, setting, and closing in one call, if you are able to do this yourself in one. Or if you get the chance to do this, because sometimes your employer says, no, we're going to do this. It's also open to negotiation and just experimenting around. Yeah, what's else to say? Be good at asking questions and not justifying yourself. Because as soon as you need to justify yourself, you're in a weaker position. And yeah, that's actually all to it. And next time I'm going to update you on how to find great leads. So stay tuned and see you next time. Bye.